Blessings to you all. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon. I just wanted to get on here and give you part two of why it is important that we do not neglect our prayer assignments. Talk about the importance of accepting our prayer assignments and the consequences of neglecting our prayer assignments. And this is part two of the video I did about watching for 1 hour. This is part two of that. And so a prayer assignment is any time that you are given an assignment to pray for someone. So God can give you a prayer assignment. Someone can come to you and ask you to pray for them. That is a prayer assignment. The Spirit of the Lord can lead you to pray for someone. That is a prayer assignment. Or say, for instance, if you're talking to someone and you actually tell someone that you are going to pray for them, that is a prayer assignment. And these assignments are not to be neglected. Now, in Mark, the 14th chapter, verses 32 to 42, Jesus talks about the disciples and the prayer assignment that they were giving to pray and watch for 1 hour, and how they failed at it because they were sleepy, they were lazy, and they failed their prayer assignment that Jesus had assigned them to watch and pray. Now we know that Jesus was going to be betrayed and he was going to go to the cross. So no amount of prayer could have overturned that. Correct? We know it was prophesied. He was going to be betrayed. He was going to be hung on a cross. Okay, that was going to happen regardless. So I don't think that Jesus was telling them, giving them a prayer assignment to watch and pray, so in somewhat way they can intervene and the things that Jesus was facing. But I believe that it had more to do with that if they would have obeyed that prayer assignment, I think it would have better prepared the disciples for what they were getting ready to witness Jesus walk through. I think that it could have better prepared them to respond to that experience that they were getting ready to walk through with Jesus. And we know how a lot of them, all of them, ran away, right? They denied him. So I think that prayer assignment could have better prepared them for what they were getting ready to face. And who knows, maybe in some way it could have positively affected Jesus too. But we will never know because they failed at their prayer assignment. And this is why it is so important that we do not neglect our prayer assignments, because most of the time when you are given a personal prayer assignment, it is preparing you for something that you're going to face down the road. I don't know how many times I've had a check in my spirit to pray for something, or I may have had a dream about something, and I would get up and I would pray for it, and then the very next day I would be faced with a situation, and because I prayed over it, I prayed about that situation, it was as if it was nothing. But it would have been a lot more if I would have neglected my assignment to pray when the Spirit of the Lord, convicted me to pray about a specific thing. And this has happened a lot of times, which is now I know that whenever I'm given a check in my spirit or a dream or something, I waste no time getting up praying. A lot of times you kind of know when you're praying for something that you're getting ready to face down the road. And because you were obedient in that prayer assignment, you are on top of that thing, you are on top of that situation. So when you are faced with it, it's as if it is nothing, versus if you would not have spent time in prayer, then you pretty much may not be able to handle such a situation, or you may not handle it the right way, and you may make things worse. So this is why it is important that we don't neglect our prayer assignments, and these are the consequences that can happen from neglecting or not obeying God concerning our prayer assignments, is that we miss opportunities to prepare ourselves. We miss opportunities to maybe help other people, to help them prepare for something that they're going to face. And it's also at times where our prayers may be intervening something that someone is getting ready to face. Our prayers can be like a divine intervention for something that others may face. So this is why, we should never neglect our prayer assignments, because we don't want to live with these consequences, to where we're feeling guilty because, oh man, I saw that in the spirit, or I got to check in the spirit to pray for that person or to pray for that thing, and I didn't do it. And so now you got a mess on your hands, or now you're left with the guilt of not obeying your prayer assignment. Another prayer assignment that a lot of us have been guilty of failing is when we are talking to someone and they tell us maybe something that they're going through, and we'll say, oh, I'll be praying for you. And then we never pray for the individual. And I can't tell you the times God has convicted me in prayer. He's brought something back to me. It's like, you remember you told this person you was going to pray for them. And I'm like, oh my God, I did. And I sincerely pray for that person, because when we tell people that and we don't pray, we are lying, and we are once again neglecting or being disobedient in our prayer assignments, and we have no idea how our prayers can help someone or can prepare someone or can intervene in a situation for someone. So I just wanted to give you part 2 of, I think the title was, You Couldn't Watch 1 Hour. This is part 2 of the consequences of disobeying our prayer assignments. So you all have a wonderful day today.